Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back to another China product review. Now today we're gonna check out the Voyo A1 Mini Windows 8 tablet from efoxshop.com. As always, you can find the shop link down below in the description, so don't forget to check it out. And before we get started, let me tell you something about the specs of the tablet. It's an 8-inch tablet with a resolution of 1280x800. It comes with an Intel quad-core processor running at 1.3 GHz, and also it has Intel HD graphics which is integrated. 2 GB of RAM and 32 GB of internal memory, and it also got a lot of really cool features. And currently efoxshop.com is the cheapest seller. You can find the link down below in the description, so don't forget to check that out, and if you want to read more, also visit chinadevices.com. And now let's get started. Okay guys, so this is the box which I have received from efoxshop.com, and let's take a closer look at it. And most of the words are in Chinese, just a few words are in English, like photos or Wi-Fi. And here on the sticker we can see it's a brand new tablet. And now let's open up the box and let's see what is inside. So there we go. Okay, and here at the top we can find the tablet. And you mostly get your devices in such protection sleeves. So let's get it out of the sleeve and then let's take a look at the tablet. And here it is, the Voyo WinPad. And I have to say the first look is really good, so the display looks good because it's really dark when it's turned off. And the whole tablet is made out of plastic, but it doesn't feel cheap at all. It actually feels pretty good for a plastic tablet. And here we can see the backside, plastic back cover, and this one is the gray version. I think there's also different colors available, like I've seen a yellow tablet, but I think gray looks the best. Okay, basically that's the tablet. We will take a closer look at it anyway. And now let us continue with the unboxing and let's see what other things we can find here in the box. And as you can see, there are not too many accessories included, but we have here a charger and it's a pretty big one. We'll have a look at it soon. Then here we can find a power plug adapter. It's for my country here, it is Austria, and also for the most other countries here in Europe. Then here we can find an OTG cable. I will later explain what you can do with that. And last but not least, we got the user manual and some kind of a warranty card or something. And the user manual is actually pretty useless, because the whole user manual is in Chinese. And just a few words are in English, but actually you won't need the user manual because the tablet is really easy to use, and just play around with it for one day and you will get used to all the features and you don't need the user manual. Yeah, and the warranty card is also in Chinese, so that's everything which you can find here in the box. And now let's take a look at all that stuff. And first of all, let us start with the charger. And yeah, we have here the power plug adapter. As you can see, it's from my country. It's a pretty standard one. You can get it in every local electronics store for just, I don't know, 50 cents or something, pretty cheap. Then here you can see the charger. The charger actually looks pretty good because it is big, looks solid, and it comes with the American power plug layout, as you can see, so you have to use an adapter. And it can output about 18 watts, so 2 amps at 9 volts, and that's pretty much for a tablet I think, and it should charge the tablet pretty fast. Okay, then let's try if the adapter fits, and yeah, it fits perfectly. So if the power socket looks different in your country, you have to use an adapter and you will get the correct one with your order. And here you can see the DC-in connector, and this is also a pretty standard connector, so if the charger would break down, you could easily replace it with a universal notebook charger. And here you can see the second cable which was included, and that's an USB OTG cable, and OTG stands for on the go. So USB on the go allows you to connect devices to your tablet. So you have here an USB 2.0 port, it's a big one, so standard, and you can connect something like a pen drive, keyboard, mouse, or whatever you want to connect to that port. And on the other end, you have a micro USB connector which you can connect to your tablet. And then your tablet can use the pen drive, the mouse or the keyboard or whatever you want to connect. But if you want to connect more devices, you have to use an USB hub, but that's really useful. Okay, so that were all the accessories which you can find in the box. And now let's take a look at the tablet itself. So that's the front side of the Voyo WinPad. And it actually looks really nice. So here at the left side we have a notification LED and the camera, which is placed on the black frame which goes here around the tablet. And also the display looks really great, 8-inch, completely black when it's turned off, should also have a good resolution, and we will later see that anyway. Then now let's turn it around and let's take a look at the back side, where we can find two speakers here on the left side. In the middle we can find the back camera, Then we can also find the buttons and connectors which are labeled here. We will later take a look at them. In the middle here we have the Windows 8 logo, and the back cover looks really nice and also feels really nice. It is made out of plastic but actually feels pretty good. And right under the Windows logo we can find the Intel and VOYO logo and also the writing which tells us that it has 32 GB of internal memory. And if you take a look at the tablet from this side, then you can see that the back cover goes around the edge and also covers this area. Here you can also find the home button or something which acts as a home button, and also the volume rockers. And it's not a really slim tablet, so it's almost double as thick as an iPad, and it's about 1 centimeter thick, so not really slim. And if you take a look at the tablet from this side, then you can see that almost all buttons and connectors are placed here on this side. So you can find here the power button and all connectors. And except of the volume rockers and the thing which is something like a home button, everything is placed on this side. And now let us take a look at all the connectors and buttons, and let's start here at the right side where we can find the DC in jack. So here you have to connect your DC in connector and then you can charge your tablet, and as I've said, if that breaks down you can easily replace it. Then here this little hole is not a microphone, that's the reset button. So if the tablet hangs up you have to use a needle and then you can reset it here. Then here we got a micro SD card slot to extend your internal memory. And the next port here is a mini HDMI port, and it's really great because you can use a mini HDMI to HDMI adapter cable and then connect your tablet to a monitor or to your TV, and it's really nice. Here we can find the micro USB port to connect the OTG cable, and this hole here is the 3.5mm headphone jack to connect headphones or the headset. And then we also got a little smaller hole, and that's the microphone of the tablet. So you can also use the tablet to call people in Skype or something, really great. And last but not least we got the power button, and you need to use the button to power on the tablet or lock the screen. And you can also see that the frame here is a little bit higher than the display. So this offers good protection of the display, but feels a little bit strange and cheap if you swipe over it. And near the power button on this side of the tablet you will also find the volume rockers and this button here which acts like a home button on an Android tablet. And all those buttons here are made out of plastic but feel pretty good to press. And here you have a closer look at the things which are located at the back side, and here you can find the back camera. So the back camera doesn't look that good, so I think it will just have around 5 megapixels or something and not the best image quality. And left from the back camera you can find 2 speaker grids, so I'm not sure if it's one big speaker or 2 smaller speakers, but we will later hear that anyway. Now we have seen everything from the outside, but now let's turn on the tablet and let's see how fast it boots up. So let's press the power button, and there we go. Here comes the BIOS boot screen, and the BIOS is based on American Megatrends BIOS, and you can also enter it if you connect a keyboard to the tablet and press the button for it, and you can adjust really many things in the BIOS, so definitely more than on my laptop. And now we're here in the lock screen of Windows 8, so to unlock it we have to swipe upwards. And now I have to sign in with my Microsoft account, and after I'm signed in we will check out Windows 8. Okay guys, so we're now here in Windows 8 on the Voyo WinPad. And yeah, swiping through the pages feels really smooth. So the quad-core processor and the 2 GB of RAM work perfectly together. And yeah, we can swipe here through the apps and everything without a single lag. And just to mention, this is a full Windows 8 copy, like you would also find on a desktop PC. So you can also open up that sidebar here, and basically you can do everything which you can also do on a computer. So we have your search, share, we have that Windows start button, home button, or whatever you want to call it, which opens up the latest application here or brings you back into that menu. And it's really amazing, you just have to get used to that system. Or you could also use the button here at the top to get back, for instance, to the desktop or something. So you have to get used to that, play around with it, because it's a little bit strange if you come from an Android tablet or Android phone to a Windows 8 tablet. So you have to get used to that. Then now let us check out devices. And it's really nice because it's a full Windows copy. So you can also connect it to a printer. You just have to install the drivers or use a network printer and it works perfectly. Same for projectors with mini HDMI. That works like a charm on Windows 8 devices. Then let us check out settings where we can find something about the tablet. And here we can also personalize the look of Windows. So we can choose here between a lot of different wallpapers or backgrounds here. And you can also set a background in desktop mode, so you can configure almost everything. Or you can also set a different background color or accent color. So if you like to play around with colors, Windows 8 is perfect for you. And also those tiles here can be customized, as you can see here in the settings. Okay, so basically that was everything about customization. We just have a few other things if we go here to PC settings, and here we can check out the lock screen. So there are different lock screens, as you have seen before. You can change that if you want to. There are really some awesome lock screens, and you can also install themes. Then let's take a look at display, and this is an 8-inch display, and with a resolution of 1280x800 it actually looks pretty good, and it won't look even worse than a full HD screen. Then let's check out Bluetooth, and I currently don't have a Bluetooth device here to test it, but what you could do is connect a Bluetooth speaker, I don't know, sync data with your smartphone, or connect a Bluetooth gamepad. So you can do really cool things with the tablet. Only GPS is not included, but it's a Wi-Fi tablet only and also doesn't have a SIM card slot. Then here you can find devices, so you can also add printers, and you can just write anything here on the tablet and print it. That's really nice. We got here mouse and touchpad settings, typing settings for the integrated keyboard, corners and edges for the style of Windows, power and sleep for battery and all that stuff, autoplay, and also disk space. And disk space is really interesting because how much do you think does Windows 8 take? And as you can see, you just have 14 gigabytes left. So from 32 gigabytes with Windows on it and just a few things on the tablet, you only have 14 gigabytes of free space. So that's actually not much, but as I said, you can use SD cards or just connect a USB drive to your tablet. And last but not least, we got PC info. And here you can see we have an Intel Atom CPU. It is a quad-core CPU, it is running at 1.33 GHz, and that's actually really fast for a tablet CPU. Installed RAM are 2 GB, but only 1.46 GB are usable, because the integrated graphics takes about 512 MB from the RAM as graphic memory, and so you only have 1.5 GB of usable RAM. So now let us check out what you can do in the Windows 8 tablet environment. And here you can see a lot of those tiles here, and each tile is basically something like an application in Android. So if you tap at it, it opens up something. And that's actually really nice, so it has really a good tablet layout. And now let's quickly check out all those features. So Outlook contains your emails, we also can find here in Calendar, and you can drag and drop all those boxes here around the screen, and you can place them wherever you want to have them. Then this green box here is the Microsoft Store. And in here you can download applications, or you can also buy applications. And yeah, we have here some free applications, and basically that's the same like you have on a Windows 8 phone, for instance. And here we got the YouTube application, so let's just install that. And to download or buy applications, you have to have a Microsoft account. And you can create that account when you start up the tablet for the first time or log in for the first time. And yeah, here we also got some other applications or games like Modern Combat, but for some of them you have to pay, like for Modern Combat. And you don't have that much applications like in the Google Play Store on Android, for instance. But instead of this, you can use desktop mode and download every application which you can use on Windows, and it's really amazing, as you will see later. Yeah, here we also got reading list, maps, people and Skype, so also you have some social tiles. Here we have desktop mode, and that's the most amazing thing. And that is the most amazing thing, because basically now you can do everything which you can do on a desktop PC. Like you can run games, you can install tools or programs, you can run Microsoft Word, and without restrictions. So it won't tell you, hey, it's just a tablet, it's a full working PC. And that's the most amazing thing. And I will later also show you how to connect things like mouse and keyboard. Then let's check out the other applications, and you have to have a Microsoft account in order to use the tablet, and you also get here OneDrive space. So you have cloud storage, and I think you get 1 GB or something if you register for OneDrive, and that is really nice because now you can exchange data with your smartphone or with your computer, and that's really cool because here you can store documents or pictures or anything else, and basically the same like Dropbox but included here in the OS. Then here we can find, for instance, OneNote, and I'm just using that application here to show you the on-screen keyboard. And the on-screen keyboard takes about half of the screen in landscape mode, so it's really big, but you can choose here different keyboard layouts. And for instance, you can split the keyboard, but you can also use that drawing keyboard here, so you can draw the letters or the words and it tries to guess them, but I don't use that anyway because I don't have a stylus or something, and it's not really faster. Yeah, but the keyboard actually looks pretty good and also feels really good. and you could also use an external keyboard, so just to say that. Then here we got photos. You will later also see the gallery and some photos I've made, and here we can find some media tiles and also entertainment tiles like music player, video player, also Xbox games is included, yeah, because it is also from Microsoft. And here you have to log in with your Microsoft account, and then you can also check your gamer tag, for instance. So really cool that it is included here in this tablet. And basically now we get here some news and weather, let's call it widgets, also tiles, and you can open that up and check out the latest news, and you can also switch them, so you don't have to use, I don't know what it is using, CNN or something, or BBC, I don't know. But here you can check out the latest news, also sports. Then we got here stocks and really many things more like lifestyle or I don't know, whatever. I don't use it, but yeah, you can also remove them if you want to, or just create new groups and regroup them. So that can be really customized, and I like that on Windows 8, so that's definitely cool. Now the only thing that I don't really like is that there is no browser application which opens up in this interface, because all the browser applications here just open up the browser in desktop mode. And the browser here is really small, all the buttons are also really small, and if you then use that really big keyboard here, then actually, as you can see, you don't even see what you are typing in, and that sucks a little bit. So it would be really nice to have a browser application. I have searched the Microsoft Store, but I haven't found anything. Maybe I'm just a Windows 8 noob, but yeah. If you know anything about that, please write it into the comments down below. Then now let us check out the applications, and if you swipe down, then you get a list of all applications which are installed on your tablet. And that's really nice too, because they're ordered by the name and you can quickly access or find all the applications. And that's really cool. Here you can find calendar, calculator, camera, or whatever you want to open. And yeah, here we have some other applications, but if you go further to the right, then you can also see the applications which you have installed in desktop mode. And that's really nice too, because basically that are all shortcuts which, for instance, just open up the media player or open up, I don't know, Minecraft, so you can quickly access everything. And I think that's really cool. And now I want to show you the cameras of the tablet, so you can easily open up the camera application from the home screen. And the tab autofocus works really well. It's not that fast, but it changes the lighting properly. And here we can press the little button here to take photos, and also that really fast and almost without a delay. We can also capture videos if you tap at the second button here, and also the video camera feels pretty good. The first moments are a little bit laggy, but then it's really good and not laggy at all. And both cameras have 2 megapixels, so really not much, and the quality is just like on an iPad 1 or something. And you can swipe up here, and here you can find an extended menu. So we have here exposure to adjust, we have a timer, and here you can change the camera, and now we can change it to the front camera. And yeah, also the front camera is 2 megapixels, and it takes some time until it goes on. So as you can see, it's also a little bit laggy, but for Skype or something, it should be pretty okay. So really not the best quality, but for the price of about $180, it's unbeatable. You just get a camera and back camera and a Windows 8 tablet which is really fast for just $180. Okay, and we can also rotate that, so actually the front camera is not placed in the middle, so that's a little bit bad, and you have to rotate the tablet always. But anyway, you can also capture photos here, take videos with the front camera, and that works perfectly. And now let us quickly go to the gallery, and then we can check out the photos I've made. So you should be able to find the gallery somewhere over here. And as you can see, I've taken a lot of photos, so there's almost no shutter delay. And for no shutter delay and for 2 megapixels, the image quality actually looks really good. But that's just if you have good lighting. So if you have bad lighting, then the image quality is really shit. But for a tablet and for $180, it's really okay. And now I want to show you the most amazing part of this video here. So you can use that little tablet as a fully working desktop PC. So you can connect all the things you can see now here on the screen. And we have here in the middle the tablet, and everything here is connected. So the mouse and the keyboard, also a USB drive is connected, a micro SD card, and you could also connect that gamepad here. You just have to use the OTG cable. And if you want to attach more than one USB device, you also have to attach an USB hub. And that here is a 5-port non-powered USB hub. And that tablet is capable of powering the hub and all the devices over one USB port. So that's really incredible. So the mouse is connected, the keyboard and the USB drive on one USB port. That's amazing. I've also inserted a micro SD card and connected a charger, and if I want to, I could also connect the PS3 controller over Bluetooth, so that works perfectly on this little tablet, and that's really amazing. And as you can see, the mouse is working, so the mouse is moving. That works really good. And also the keyboard is working, so I can press the Windows button, and as you can see, it opens up the menu here in the taskbar. So pretty nice. And now let's check out what we can do with that. Here you can now see the screen, and everything is still connected. So the mouse is connected and the keyboard is connected, and everything works perfectly. So I can open up the menu, use the keyboard, and that just works like a charm. And now I want to show you what you can do with that. I don't know what I should show you, because basically you can do everything which you can do on a desktop PC, like browse the internet, use any browser you want to, so that's the Google Chrome browser. Also it's not laggy, so that's so smooth, I just feel like on my desktop PC. And we're now here on YouTube, and now let's try to play back that movie. So as you have seen, movie playback, JavaScripts, everything is really smooth on this device. You don't have to worry about that. And also the speakers are quite loud, but you could also use external speakers. Okay, then let's go to this PC. And here you can see we have the internal hard drive, still 14 GB left. We have the SD card which is connected, which mounts as external memory. And here we can see my USB drive, which is connected to the USB port. So also that is working perfectly, and you can access all that stuff. And now I want to show you how the performance is. So the CPU and the RAM just work perfectly together, and now we'll start Minecraft and play a little around. Now first of all, I thought it's a crappy $180 tablet, so that won't even be capable of running any 3D game. But then I started Minecraft and I saw it is working. So I just wanted to play a little around, and I thought, yeah, maybe 1 or 2 FPS. But actually it is running smooth, and you can get over 20 FPS, and that's without Optifine. And if you would have Optifine, you would easily get 30 FPS. And before I got this tablet here, I wanted to get a bigger one like the Surface Pro, but the Surface Pro is really expensive and I couldn't really afford that. So I just thought, why not buy this $180 tablet here and let's give it a try. And actually I wasn't disappointed. So it does the job really well. It is smaller, which is actually better for me because I carry it around a lot. And by the way, here you can see the frames, so we get something about 22 to almost 30. So the performance on this tablet is really great. And for an 8-inch tablet which just costs $180, I cannot say how impressed I am. Now the only bottleneck is the RAM, so you just got 2 GB of RAM and 512 MB are used for the GPU, which is integrated, and then you don't have that much RAM. And I also got sometimes critical memory, so when you run bigger applications, then the bottleneck is definitely the RAM. But except of the RAM, the performance on this little $180 tablet is incredible. I can also, for instance, run Slender or something, so 3D games are playable on this little tablet, and I think for me that's incredible. Maybe because it's my first Windows 8 tablet, but I have to say I am impressed. And yeah, you can do everything which you can do on a desktop PC, like access the control panel or whatever you want to do. But not only that, you can also use applications from the home screen like the camera, and then you can focus here with the mouse, take photos, take videos, or whatever you want to do. So it works perfectly together. You have a tablet, but you can easily transform it to a desktop PC, and that's incredible. And yeah, last but not least, we will just play some game from the App Store so you can see how the performance is on those applications. Okay guys, so we're now at the end of this review and here comes my conclusion. So if you have $200 in your pocket and you look for a Windows 8 tablet, then this baby here is probably the best investation ever. Great performance and good battery lifetime for just 180 bucks. What do you want more, guys? Just 2 GB of RAM are not that much and the camera isn't really good, but all in all a great deal. So don't forget to check out efoxshop.com. You can find the link down below in the description. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I also hope that I'll see you again in my next videos. So bye bye guys.